Meet Isaac, the ruthless villain of The Last of Us Season 2. HBO's The Last of Us has captivated audiences, and in Season 2, Episode 4, we finally get a closer look at one of its most intriguing characters, Isaac Dixon, played by the talented Jeffrey Wright. While he's been mentioned in previous episodes, this installment reveals just how formidable he truly is. As the leader of the Washington Liberation Front, WLF, a militia based in Seattle, Isaac is not someone you want to cross, especially if you're on the opposing side. Wright reprises his role from Naughty Dog's acclaimed video game, The Last of Us Part 2, and fans of the game will recognize that first impressions of Isaac are spot on. He's the mastermind behind Abby Anderson's, Caitlin Dever, revenge mission that leads to the shocking and brutal death of Joel Miller, Pedro Pascal. If the show follows the game's narrative, Isaac is poised to become a significant threat to several key characters, and his WLF wolves pose a danger to everyone in the Seattle area. Let's dive into who Isaac is and what we can expect from him in HBO's gripping adaptation. Isaac is not just a military man. He's a sworn enemy of the Seraphites, and his backstory adds layers to his character. While both the show and the game portray him as a ruthless leader with a military background, the show takes a slightly different approach. In The Last of Us Part 2, we first meet Isaac during a tense interrogation scene in a grimy public bathroom. However, the show opts for a more polished setting, a well-equipped kitchen, where Isaac showcases his preference for high-quality kitchenware, particularly copper pans. This clever twist not only highlights his brutality, but also adds a touch of personality, making him a cultured yet sadistic figure. Earlier in the episode, we catch a glimpse of Isaac's violent past through a flashback. We learn that he was once a non-commissioned officer with Fedra before defecting to the WLF, leaving a trail of destruction behind him. This backstory contrasts with the game's portrayal of him as a Marine Corps veteran who was anti-Fedra from the start. By fleshing out Isaac's character, the show aims to create a more complex antagonist, moving beyond the one-dimensional militant dictator trope. And with an actor of Jeffrey Wright's caliber in the role, it's hard to imagine fans resisting this deeper exploration. As the story unfolds, Isaac is set to bring a whirlwind of trouble for Abby. While he doesn't interact directly with Ellie, Ashley Johnson in the games, Bella Ramsey on the show, his actions have significant repercussions for Abby as their paths diverge. Their relationship is more of a commander and a trusted subordinate, lacking the father-daughter dynamic that defines Joel and Ellie's bond. The game doesn't delve deeply into Isaac's character, making him feel somewhat flat compared to other notorious leaders in the Last of Us universe, like the cannibalistic David, Nolan North in the game, Scott Shepherd on the show. However, HBO's adaptation is known for its ability to honor the source material while also introducing fresh elements that elevate the story. The show has a knack for enhancing supporting characters, as seen in the poignant relationship between Bill, Nick Offerman, and Frank, Murray Bartlett, in Season 1. It remains to be seen how much the show will expand Isaac's role, especially after Joel's shocking death. But Episode 4 certainly hints that there's much more to come from this complex villain. New episodes of The Last of Us air on HBO and Max every Sunday night, so be sure to tune in and see how Isaac's story unfolds.